YouTube, I am back for a Transformers unboxing. I know it's been a little while, but as I said, I had a couple more that were on their way in, yada yada, and a couple more that I wanted to do after I finished off my crop. And one of the ones that was on order arrived, and this could possibly be my favorite unboxing yet. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat pussyfoot around it, I'm just gonna reveal. Today, the land-breaking team of Transformers, known as the Constructicons, who combine to form Devastator. The Constructicons were the first Transformers team that were combiners. So a number of smaller robots transformed to form a big robot that does way more damage than the sum of their parts, sort of thing, or does more damage as the sum of the parts, whatever you want to say. This was the very first combiner team. It was a Decepticon team, and the Constructicons weren't always bad. They were actually good Transformers in the beginning, and being the Constructicons, what they did was they built things. They built Crystal City on Cybertron, a groundbreaking piece of architecture, and they were proud of their creations. However, Megatron manipulated them by using something called the Robo Smasher, I think it was, to brainwash them basically into doing his bidding and turning evil permanently. If you remember Omega Supreme's unboxing video, there was a long sequence of video clips from the cartoon of his rivalry with the Constructicons, and you would have seen some of that within that video, the Robo Smasher brainwashing device and all that stuff. So Megatron turned them bad, and they now have this powerful, huge robot at their disposal, capable of much destruction. But then they also have the 6 robots that form him that are capable of much creation as well. So the 6 robots that make up the Constructicons, the leader is named Scrapper. He's a front-end loader. He's very calm, pragmatic, a very good builder, designer, and Megatron trusts him above any other of the Constructicons, which is probably why he's the leader of the Constructicons, and he forms Devastator's right leg. The other leg, the left leg, is Mixmaster. He's a cement truck, and he's kind of like the mad scientist of the group. Anything that goes into his drum and gets spun around can be used to create all sorts of useful objects the Constructicons can use in the creation of whatever device or whatever Megatron has ordered them to create. But he's a little bit crazy, and anything goes when he's at work mixing his concoctions. Then we have the waist of Devastator, which is Long Haul, who is a big dump truck. Long Haul longs for more. He's kind of just known as kind of the lackey who just runs loads back and forth to whoever they need. He doesn't really get much of the glory, and he kind of desires more, to be more within the team and do more. Next up is kind of the chest and neck area, and that is Hook, who is a crane. Hook is the team's kind of best builder / engineer, and he takes very much takes pride in his work, and he's very vain about it and very kind of condescending about it. He's kind of got an elevated sense of importance because of how good of a builder he is. The right arm of Devastator is Scavenger, who is an excavator, and he is the most insecure on the team. He lacks self-confidence, and he kind of is always trying to find ways to fit in with the other robots, but he's just kind of a loser. And the only value he brings to the team, other than being Devastator's right arm, which is a pretty huge part of the team, is that his shovel can sense certain different types of properties underneath the earth, different types of minerals or metals or whatever. So that's kind of their scanning device is in his shovel. Last but not least, the left arm of Devastator is Bone Crusher, who is a bulldozer, and he revels in destruction. Of course, being a bulldozer, he sees destruction as an art form, and he does it very, very well. So that is the I can't even, too many times I've said Constructicons, and I don't think I've gotten it right once other than just then. So that is the Constructicons in a nutshell. Like I said, the 6 building robots combine to form Devastator, who is a massive robot capable of much destruction. But the weakness to Devastator is that he can only really execute a command or an objective that all 6 Constructicons agree on. And being bad guys, and being, Hook being very vain, and Scavenger being very lacking self-esteem, there's all sorts of different opinions and personal objectives within the team. So Devastator can kind of get confused and kind of freeze sometimes, right, when all the Constructicons aren't in agreement with the next course of action, sort of thing. So of course the Autobots like to exploit that fact. So, but anyways, the Constructicons, this is a big box. As you can see, it's going to be a big robot. So before we get him out of the box, let's run a couple of clips that I've spliced together here from I don't know if I think it's their first appearance in the cartoon, which kind of gives a bit of an idea on their origins and their first bit of action with the Decepticons against the Autobots. So it'll give you a good snapshot of the Constructicons as a whole. So let the camera roll.
So far, we're right on schedule. Pretty soon, these energy discs will start tapping power from the Earth's magnetic field, and we'll have all the heat and electricity we need. Hey, I didn't send for more equipment. Did you hear me? I said... Why, there's nobody driving.
Right! No one drives us, stupid human! We are the Constructicons! We drive ourselves!
They're stealing the energy disc! Stop them! Converter too! Help! Police!
We have what we came for! Constructicons, transform! Foolish man of flesh! If you interfere with us, you will be terminated. We return to our master, Megatron!
They're with the Decepticons.
My Constructicons have returned to our temporary base right on schedule. They were worth the time we spent building them in these caverns. Scrapper, report!
All present or accounted for, noble leader. Scavenger, Mixmaster, Long Haul, Bone Crusher, Hook, and myself.
You have the energy disc components? Excellent, Scrapper. Unload and attach them to your new invention at once.
I am honored to serve, Megatron.
Soon, Starscream, soon. Scrapper's invention will give me the power to defeat the Autobots once and for all.
Forgive me, but I believe your boast sounds vaguely familiar.
We failed before through no fault of mine, but this time I shall not be denied. This device will enable me to strike at the Autobots through Optimus Prime's only weakness, his overdeveloped sense of honor.
Now, the Autobot computer, Teletran 1, is just beyond this cavern ceiling. We'll have to blast through. Mixmaster, we need acid. Okay, let's mix up some H2SO4 with, was that HCl with, I know. I'll combine some of each of the stronger acids.
Teletran 1 calls. Dinobots respond.
There's Teletran 1 for Megatron! Destroy it!
No, destroy Teletran 1. Dinobots destroy you.
Sludge not seen these Decepticons before.
Not see again either, because we dynamite them to pieces. Dinobots! No! Fool around! Right! Dinobots! Transform! It's bad news, Scrapper. They brought out the heavy artillery.
Then it's time we did the same, only heavier. Constructicons, transform! Phase 1! Now, transform! Phase 2!
Prepare to meet your doom. Nothing can withstand the might of Devastator.
Hey, check that out. What is it?